After water, tea is the most popular drink in the entire world. Billions of cups are consumed every single day. But for thousands of years, tea was a closely guarded secret, a medicinal brew known only in one corner of ancient China. The mind-blowing fact is that tea's global takeover has very little to do with its taste and everything to do with meditating monks and the ruthless ambition of the British Empire. So, how come this simple leaf conquered the planet? The first part of the story is about spiritual enlightenment. For centuries, tea was just a regional folk medicine. It went mainstream thanks to Buddhist monks in China. They discovered that drinking tea during their long meditation sessions helped them stay alert and focused, but calm. As Buddhism spread across Asia during the Tang Dynasty, the monks took their tea culture with them. They elevated the drink from a simple herbal remedy into a vital part of their spiritual practice, creating the famous tea ceremony. This was the first globalization of tea. It was carried across mountains and seas, not as a product, but as a ritual. The second and much more aggressive turning point happened when tea reached Britain in the 17th century. The British East India Company saw a massive business opportunity. They imported huge quantities of tea from China, and by sweetening it with cheap sugar from their colonies, created a national addiction. But there was a problem. Britain was paying for all this tea with silver, and it was causing a massive trade deficit. Their solution was dark and ruthless. They began illegally trafficking opium grown in British India into China, creating a drug crisis to trade for tea. When China tried to stop the opium trade, the British declared war twice. They won the Opium Wars, which allowed them to establish their own massive tea plantations in India and Ceylon, breaking China's monopoly forever and making tea cheap enough for the entire world. And that's how come tea is everywhere today. Its journey was powered by two completely different forces. First, the quiet spiritual influence of Buddhist monks who shared it as a tool for meditation, and second, the full commercial and military might of the British Empire, which literally went to war to secure its supply. The next time you brew a simple cup of tea, remember its incredible and often violent history. You're participating in a ritual that was carried across Asia by monks and then forced upon the world by an empire.